Ba 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 da ba ba. Hopefully this catches on and goes through correctly, properly, maybe, yes. Come on, YouTube. There we go. Alright. Had to make sure that everything was fine. You might hear a double there. Alright, let me, where am I? Where is it? I gotta go and get the think link. Ah. One moment, copy link. There we go. Now to put it out. And there we go. Hope it's sent correctly, because sometimes it doesn't. Cool. Alright, it did. It worked. Nice. Ooh. Holy moly. 1 second. Let me get a few things. Crap, where'd it go? Hold on. Oh my god, that was weird. I heard something in my... I thought I heard something in my room. Now it's just outside because it's raining. It concerned me for a short bit. Trying to find some music. Some music. No, don't do it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I'm trying to find music. But I can't because I'm uncreative. I'm the banana. Ah, there it is. Hopefully that's not too, like, I guess overpowering. Question mark, question mark. Alright. Need a plane. Oops. Alright, so that's the front. That's the side. So this character, I'm gonna basing it off of the ref, but I have these with me to help me figure out its overall shape. I think this piece here, the red piece, is completely invalidated. I don't know. I probably should have asked him, but eh. I'll get there when I get there. Since this basically is a Pokemon's. Aye, aye, aye. Whoops. Give me. Thank you. It's got a small neck. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know what I did there, but it's something. F. Alright. Oh, no, what am I doing? Alright. Good enough of me. Let me get Amelia. Oh, why am I yawning? Help. Oh yeah, let me put the... Who the heck is calling me? Not now! Gosh darn it. Of course. Of course I get random calls in the middle of the day. Why not? It's probably a Monday. Probably not a lot of people are going to be joining around. Let me check something real quick. We're going to be joining around. Okay, there we go. Just checking the stream. Now why?
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. Only pay
No, okay, for here's why is my
flexible plan. So when you're on
is the
Wi-Fi,
MeBot having issues? Is the MeBot down?
only pay $10 per gigabyte used. Sign up at fi.google.com.
It's not posting anything in my server. Why? Me, what are you doing? It seems to be perfectly fine on the MeBot site, but for some reason it's not posting. Post my stuff! Just like stopped. Just stopped completely. Where's my freaking bot? Come on, me6, Discord bot, work with me, please. Plox, please, Plox. Aye. Please, by all means. I don't want to at everyone, but I'm going to have to. Yes. Because for some reason the MeBot doesn't want to work. Lovely. Alright, hold on 1 second. Where did it go? There it is. Heckin'. Alright, there we go. Well, let me get rid of you and just make it super simplistic. Actually, hold on. It's overall a circle, so I don't think that'll be a big issue. Say da. Cool. Yeah. Alright. Mine. Give me. There we go. Yeah, it'll work. It will work. If it does not, I will destroy it. Whoops. Mine. Hello. Yeah, I've already on it. Yes. Kinda have to. It's a deadline model. Ah. There we go. For some reason, the Me6 bot in the Discord server, by the way, for some reason, just has not been posting anything on my Twitter like it should be the past, like, few hours. And even part of last night, and I'm not sure why. I'm trying to get that figured out and fixed. Talk about simplistic, right? Do it like that. Let me widen that just a wee bit. Hello, viewers. Welcome. Finally got that thing to work. Also, please, by all means, for future streams, to whoever's in the Discord server, let me know like what days work better. If weekends work better for streams, I can do it then. That way, because I'm pretty sure most people throughout the week are working. So. Oops. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'm down. Me6 is down. I forgot. I forgot that whole thing that happened. Yeah, I heard about the whole thing with everything just kind of went down. And what's funny is that I didn't have that issue. I did not have that issue. The Me6 bot is what in my Discord server is what tells people when I post stuff, like on YouTube and Twitter. So I completely forgot that happened because I really didn't get affected by it hardly at all. So, oops. Gib. Talk about a super simplistic design, am I right? This thing has literally only 41 polygons. So far, at least. Let's go ahead and flip the normals on that. I think there's a little bit of a delay on the... I think there's a bit of a delay on the stream because I'm seeing stuff like answers and stuff come back way later. Oh. How rude of me. Alright. Continuing on. Let's kind of just do that just a wee bit. Pokemons, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemans. Oh, I should probably. It's like sherbet levels of thick. Has to be this way though. It must. Alright. I think this is actually kind of distracting me. I need to use this reference. Head's in the right place. bring this kind of down a little bit. Well, actually, hold on. Ah! Ah! Hitting all the wrong buttons. I think that looks a little better. This is a bit lopsided. Eh. Give me the right verts, thank you. Bonk. Bonk bonk. Mine. Continuing on. I'm done with the FNAF stuff, Ben. It got kind of boring. Hate to disappoint. And yeah, my name has changed. Might be a bit late to that. I don't blame you though. I know the model's still a good thing I made, but like, there's so many more that are superior to it now. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel great about making them after I made like V8. Most of the models I made after V8, I just didn't feel all that great about, considering the context behind them, so I just try to forget it. Say the most proud model that I made in the FNAF community was the stylized Springtrap that people just were super, super ecstatic about. Let's see, her arms are... Let me use my little circle method. Alright, let's bring you forward now. I use my little circle method where I take this, position it where the elbow is, expand it out so I can see where the wrist is, so I know how far I need to take this out. Because it's going to rotate right here. It comes out right there, so that's the wrist. Cool. Ah! It's really funny, because a lot of people are still asking on the workshop about models now that are years and years and years old. My V8 is like, I think closing in on 3 years old now. I think like 2.5 or something, somewhere along those lines. So people are still asking for certain ports. And, you know, I hate to say it, but if you don't look at the date that something was made, you kind of should already be informed about where it's going to go. I can't say I didn't have fun. It's just, it got really old really quickly. That, and at the time I was a big perfectionist, and I wanted to be the best. Alright. I'm gonna have to like custom make that texture too. Just kind of thought of something. I realized that this has a coat. I don't know if he wants that to be a removable thing or as like a cosmetic thing. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. Let's start a subdivision. See what happens. Definitely not terrible, but not the greatest thing in the world. Bit more rounded off. What are you doing? Because shoulders. You always want to have more verts where the joints are to give the bending more ability to move, as however. What on earth? Okay. I'm trying to think here. I want to bring this back up so I can see what the hands look like. So the hands are kind of similar to Charizard in a way. Just nubs. It's got longer hair. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. I don't know. I'll make a backup of this, and I will instead. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna do. Well, I take that back. I think I know what I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm going to do. Is I will. Oops. I will take this mesh, cut it there. Gib. Cut it there and cut it there. No, not edges, faces. Bring you back. Ooh. Excusez-moi. Why does it never select both of them? It's always dumb to me. Alright, so... No, just that. Nope. Kind of expand just a wee bit. What are you doing? I forgot clipping is a thing. Let me try that again. There we go. Now it's not doing dumb things. Still has the possibility to do dumb things, but at least it's not doing dumb things at the moment. Then I can just weight paint over. Trying to think here. Oh, that helped out quite a bit. face is essentially just a circle. Going to make another backup so I don't screw something up. Slice them in half like a piece of cake. Unselect you because I don't want anything doing dumb things. Mirror. Now it's a higher poly modeling. Get rid of you. Yeet. Alright. Nothing's clipping. Right. Cool. Cool. Coolio. Now I need to... It's got little things on the side. Where do they start from? Okay, not that terrible. So you got 2D something and there's a 3D something. It's easier to look at something that already is 3D to a degree. So technically speaking, these three. It's just no. Should it be up that high? I think they did. No! Didn't mean to go back that far. I think okay. I didn't mean to go back that far. I'll use these bottom three instead. Extrude. Yoink. Eek. They're really far. They're not that far, actually. That looks a little better. Alright, nubs. Come here, nub fingers. Mine. Extrude. No, not too far. Why on earth? Okay, there we go. Alright, I gotta make noobs. This essentially just acts the same way as Charizard's hands, to a degree. E. They kind of expand back out. You know what? I should probably have done that, but eh. Gib. Just kind of like expand out. Like that. I can expand these out. Like that. Want to do it like this. Sub. Perfect. Kinda. It's got 3. Where am I? God, why does that happen? Alright, I got 3 fingers. Eh. I think what I would actually do is take this. No, take you. Kinda make it small. Just gonna test this and see what it looks like. I don't think it'll look too terrible, but you never know till you know. Gib. Of course. Of course, I can't click things today. Okay. What does another subdivision look like? I don't like the way that looks. Get rid of you. So do it manually then. These are big ol' hands. Kind of flat, really. Then these next ones. I think this method might work a little bit better. Maybe, depending. And it's gonna make the topology look weird, but yeah. Not entirely too concerned. Because I know once a subdivision is applied, it won't be too bad. Sometimes sacrifices must be made. Oh, must be made to make things look good. How can one model go without despite a massive amount of practice? There is no other way. You just literally have to do exactly that. There's a reason why people say it. You must practice. You're not going to be a god on your first day. It looks better than what it did, so I could have complained about that. Are the feet curved at all? No. Alright, now that I got most of that face stuff down, I'm going to work on the hair. How am I going to do that? Gib. Another backup. Faces only, please. Make sure I enable clipping to stop anything dumb from happening. Mostly covers her eyes. Heckin' hair. Covering people's eyes. Who does it think it is? Le cut. Just gonna have to come in more, but I can do that afterward. Just pull those verts in. Get longer hair, so that cut there happened to almost work entirely perfectly. I'm just going to do that as a base. Let me just do a backup because I don't want to screw anything up. Alright, software, see ya. Now, what on earth? Alright. Trying to think here. Do that. Rid of you. Mirror. another subdivision. Because Yath. Nope, wrong vert. You. Got some crazy eyes. This Pokemon does. Is she Gen 3? I can't remember. I'm not entirely familiar with most Pokemon. I'm more familiar with Gen 3 stuff. Me and my biased self. I'm going to assume it's like eh. It's my guess. It's my guess-a-rooney. Now, to add a slight... Where did it go? It's way down here. Yeah, to go just a tiny bit to the hair. I'll remove the subdivision temporarily. I wonder what would happen if I were to... Stop being dumb. Yeah, that helps to a degree. Not too shabby. I can always work on the thickness of this later on. And I'm pretty sure that based on what I'm looking at, I'm going to assume really kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to assume based on what I'm looking at that this red piece is not there. I only know a lot of the Gen 3 Pokemon because that's what I grew up with. I knew Rayquaza the most. He's my boy. That is always my pick when it comes to, I guess, my final Pokemon that I want to catch. That's like my end goal for every time I play Pokemon of any kind. It's just Rayquaza all the way. Speaking of which, I'm in a Pixelmon server that I'm hosting. I have yet to evolve my Rayquaza. I need to do that. Hello, Wolfbite. Hello, Short Marine. I just got this. Yes, Quincy, of course it's a dragon. Shocking. I have just this planned. And for anyone that's here that's listening or watching, if you're a part of my Discord, the announcements weren't following through because of the Meatbot. Because everything went down earlier. Google, YouTube, everything, even though that didn't actually happen for me. I meant to say that I might put out like some sort of announcement of like when the best time for me to stream would be, since I know most people during the week are working, and I'm thinking probably it would be better if I were to stream on the weekends. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that would be better. Most people are off. Most people would more likely to be around during those times. So yeah. Trying to think here. That's not how that's supposed to work. It's got a coat, got a jacket. Oh, it's got a pocket there too. Okay. What I need to do is take this, move it back a little bit, expand it down, move it back out. Oh, it might not work entirely. Let me try and size it up a bit. That's better. Kind of lower it on the Z. Perfect. As far as rigging goes, that'll be interesting to rig. Wow, I happen to cut the code off right at the edge of the original reference. It looks a little strange. Trying to think here. I'm thinking about like the texture work in my head because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in Substance Painter, but we'll see. Oops, don't do that. These little lines and stuff. Oh, I just realized that's there. I'm going to assume it comes down around here. It probably does. That is my guess. Ah! Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, that seems about right. Also, this is supposedly going to be going into VR chat, so that's going to be interesting to figure out. With particularly this hair. Since it comes over the shoulder like that, that's going to be fun to rig. Hopefully nothing supernatural happens. Not gonna lie, I never thought of working in a subdivision while poly. I don't usually have subdivision on when I start modeling, for the most part. I usually just have low poly stuff like this. Most of the time I'll turn subdivision on based on... Most of the time I have subdivision... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I have it on when I really need to see how it might look if it happened to be double the verts, for the sake of, like, I guess vert count, preserving it. Since most stuff that goes into VR chat happens to have a tendency to sometimes not be the most optimized thing in the world, because some people put a lot of subdivisions on it. And, yeah. Ooh, that mouth is textured on. I might have to make a blend shape out of that, make the mouth separate. This and the model that I made on the last stream were both for the same guy, Vanguard. They're both Pokemon. Where's Vanguard? This was the first one that I did. This was the one I did last stream. And they're both for the same person, and they have a deadline, so today's the 14th. So I'm well ahead of the deadline, so won't be no big deal. Oh yeah, I forgot the... I might have to remake the tail, because he asked me to make it a bit smaller. But yeah, this was the one that I made last stream by the same guy, so it's both Pokemons. Pokemans. Pokies. I didn't use the texture in Substance Painter. I mainly do a lot of my texture work in Krita, but after realizing that Substance Painter is stupidly easy to texture stuff in. No, I don't charge rush orders, and it really wasn't all that much of a rush, considering that I took the commission on the 6th of this month. And let's see, he wanted it done before Christmas, that's for darn sure. I'll get it done way before then. I have both of them modeled. Now, basically, I just have to texture them. That's the biggest thing. And put them over to VR chat as well. I would be able to actually get VR soon, but because of the way PayPal works, PayPal has held my money since the 6th for a couple of people. So I'm waiting for that to finally come through. It's been excruciating wait. Also, because I'm in college, I happen to get the student version of Substance Painter, and it's good for like another year. And as far as I know, there's a bit of an exploit because the student one, you can just keep renewing it. At least from what my instructor told me, because apparently he's been using the student version of Substance for like years. Oh no, I'm planning on getting the the Vive Elite, Vive Cosmos Elite, whatever it was. Thanks to a buddy of mine who was kind enough to do a little bit of a birthday donation to me, which was incredibly awesome that he did that. He didn't have to do it, but he did it. Hello, Tashi. Sorry, I'm also drinking Kool-Aid in the middle of this. I am doing fine, Tashi. Thank you. I thought about possibly doing, like, some game streams here and there, but I might do that on Twitch. Because I know sometimes YouTube is a bit funky. Is the best way to say it. Plus, through Twitch, I can just get a couple of different, couple of more, I guess, benefit-related stuff. And I might keep my modeling streams on YouTube. So we will see how that works out. It just kind of depends. And since now I have almost pretty much all the free time in the world since my college semester is done with, I have all the time in the world to just do whatever now for the next 3 weeks. If I could do commissions full time, there's a possibility I could get them done quick enough that I can do 2 openings in a month. Yeah, the DMCA stuff on Twitch is a little dumb. VR chat is it's fun. It is definitely better to do it with friends, but I have met a ton of friends through VR chat. As far as I know, the only, quote, barriers that you run into is just, like, there are some people that in VR chat will automatically have visitors, which is the first rank you get, and they will be sometimes blocked or they will be not seen by higher ranked people. So you don't really get much of a chance to say anything to them or talk to them of any sort, so that's the biggest issue I have, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But VR chat is very, very fun. Honestly, it really is. Alright. I want to make sure this isn't doing anything dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. I don't need to do this yet. I can just add the not subdivision, but a solidify to it after I'm done weight painting it. Make my life 65 times easier. Oh god, that was a lot of messages at once. You get dizzy if you have a slight bit of motion sickness, because, you know, staring into a screen that's literally right pressing up against your eyes can make you feel weird. The whole rank system, as far as I know, is strange. Because I have been playing VR chat for, like, 370 hours, and I know a friend of mine who also has about the same amount of time, and he somehow got one of the higher level ranks about 50 plus hours before I ever did, and I don't understand that. Ow. Alright. One thing I want to do is start setting some materials. What's a default material? I forgot that's a thing. Get out of here, but material default stuff, and yeah. actually take these and spread these out. I'm gonna flare these out just a wee bit more. Yeah, the thing is, that's what I've done. I've uploaded several avatars, but I still haven't gotten any higher rank than user. It's really weird. Oh god, my back. Worlds, avatars, whatever. For some reason, I just haven't ranked up, and it's kind of getting on my nerves. I don't care about the rank all that much. It's the fact that I have done as much as I have, and I just somehow haven't ranked up. It's very, very weird. Also, thank you, Tashi. Oh yeah, the desktop version for most VR chat users, I would definitely, for first-time VR chat users, I would definitely recommend desktop mode first, just to get a bit of a feel of what VR chat is like. I'm trying to think here. Oh, so I'm thinking of, for those that don't know, I don't know how many are from the Discord or not, but I'm going to put out a announcement once the next time that the VR Chat Virality convention puts out their next schedule for the next time they host it, that I'm going to try and get a panel for 3D modeling. I'm going to try and get a booth to advertise my work, and I'm going to try and host a meetup. And knowing the context that I currently have, I think that'll be relatively possible to a degree. So I'm hoping I can do that. Let me figure something out real quick. I'm wondering what would happen if I were to get rid of this. No, actually, no. Let me put that back. I'm going to apply everything. I'm going to go down the middle. Mirror, clipping. I'm going to take these faces and move these in. The reason why I'm doing that is to make it a bit more, I guess, solidified without having to do a bunch of dumb things. Actually, hold on. Just to kind of move these in just a bit, to kind of fill in the gaps a bit more. I think the hair in the back I might leave as is. One thing I definitely want to do, though, is now that I have all that there. Actually, hold on. Nope. I'm trying to Control Z. I want to do something in particular. Get rid of that. Highlight that. Get rid of you. And then I'm going to add a solidify. That way I can expand it out the other way. Kind of have it a bit more like that. Brown. The coloration, I just realized the coloration is a bit different. It's not like pure white or anything. This is a bit darker. That's fine though. I just now realized I need to go back here and do something real quick. I need to think about, for one, I need to remove the matte cap. And I am going to So that's 4,000 birds. Okay, that's not terrible. I want to add 2 loops here to give it more for the bend. I think everything else is fine. Yeah. Wait, why are you enabled? Stop that. And this one would be significantly lower poly if I did it this way. I think the subdivision would be worse if I did that. We do this. Alright, now solidify. Why is it doing it like that? Wait. Why? Oh, I'm done because I still have this enabled. There we go. Bring you down a bit more to make you more pointy. I wish this thing would actually work properly like I want it to sometimes. Then again, you gotta wrestle with some of these. Yeah, I've been ever since I went to the Ferality convention the first time in, God, it's August now at this point. Kind of surprised it's already been a few months. No, it wasn't August. It was it October? Oh my god, I forgot. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I cannot remember, and I feel bad that I can't remember. Ah! I gotta find it. Hold on. I feel dumb. No! Oh, my bad. Okay, it was November 6th to the 8th. Okay, so it's been over a month. Okay, so it's been a month. It's been a month. Ever since I went to that first convention, I was like, you know, yes, I want to definitely take part in this next time. And I'll be able to, thankfully. Just have to see how it goes. Alright, anyhow. I am going to take this. I'm going to... Never mind, don't do that. It's not the same as a protogen. I have to figure out a different way to do that. The code's going to be an entirely separate material, so it's going to nyan cat. A nyan cat. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought that was hair. I'm like, no, wait, that's a scarf. That's a scarf that she has on. I almost forgot about that. Also, the hair comes down much lower. Do I have a backup with the hair? Yes. I got a little bit scared there. I thought I didn't have a backup with the hair. Always carry a backup, ladies and gentlemen. Always. Because if you accidentally screw something up, you're not going to be able to recover. What did I just pull down? Oh. I was like, ew. I'm actually going to take these and get rid of them. No, wrong vert. Alright. Gosh darn it. Alright. I'm going to make it easier for me. And I'm going to pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull. Actually, no, you go down. I know it's a bit lower than it would be, but... His eyes are really far apart. Really far apart. Of course, from the side, it's going to be a bit more visible. I clicked Discord. I didn't mean to. Gib. Alright. Anyhow. Neon Cat. I think the hair, this, and the body are going to be separate materials, so I will also put one for the hair. Make it a bit easier to texture anyway. Oh, that's awful. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I'm also not even choosing the right one. Opacity. Perfect. I'm gonna just choose the colors based on this ref sheet. Be easier. I always turn the shaders down just because I don't like things being super shiny. Cleaves. One of my favorite artists. Love her style. Perfect. And of course, I always keep the backup stuff until after I finish with the model. This ensures that I always have a what? How much easier to work with a front back view rather than a 3-4? It's easier for me just because I have exact things to work with because of the fact that I am a perfectionist and I try to get things as accurate as possible. Also, Gender, to answer your question, I model things in 2.79 just because I prefer its keybinds and layout, but I texture and materialize stuff in 2.8 and 2.9. That's how I prefer to work. I prefer to model in 2.79, but materialize everything in 2.8 and above. Just because I really like 2.8's materializations. And also the fact that 2.8 has smooth and soft lighting, which I really, really like. I would model in 2.8 and 2.9, but the thing is, its controls are wacky to my personal taste because of the fact that I had been using Blender for years and like it was in 2.7, and all of a sudden to have it fundamentally change in 2.8 was just way too much for me. So I had a weird personal bias against 2.8. But overall, I'm okay with 2.79 and all that stuff when it comes to modeling. That's just the way I prefer it. I know eventually at some point I'm gonna just have to convert everything over because it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be nearly impossible for me to keep doing that at the rate. But oh well. Some people will who are a bit newer to Blender will not know the 2.79 days. They will just know 2.8 and above. Sub. Oh wait, I need to do it the reverse way first. Oh yeah, this as well. Yeah, now you can set 2.8s in above settings to 2.79's GUI, but the thing is, they still change so much, so not everything works from 2.7 to 2.8. Not everything is the same, unfortunately. I guess I just have old man bias. Like, back in my day, it was simple with 2.79, and then the day came when 2.8 released, and it completely screwed everything up I ever knew, so I hate it. I hate technology. All those old geezers out there. No offense to them. No offense to the geezers. They were here before us, therefore we must respect them. Like the dinosaurs. Give me... Yep. Give... Yoink. Whoops. And now... to do the other solidifier. Back out. Just to make this hair thick. As you realize, that comes back over the head quite a bit. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh no, did I... Is her hair... Oh, I probably should have asked that question. I thought it was just... I thought it was just like this. I'm now starting to realize I think the hair's been parted over to the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I may have done an uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spadudio. I think I may have to remake this hair entirely. I probably should have asked him that question. Is even online. He is not. No! Alright, you know what? I will keep this, but I will do the other one. I'll do the parted hair as a secondary option. Wait, I don't need to do that. I need to... I just now started thinking about that because I'm like, this looks a little strange. It doesn't exactly look like it's supposed to on the actual Pokemon itself, and I just now realized. I think I'm. Alright, I think I may have. I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate that, destroy you, hide you, get you back. Son of a gun. Copy paste. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, to realize how different it was. Oh my god, I feel dumb. I feel dumb that I didn't catch on to that immediately. I should have. Gosh darn it. See, where it's supposed to connect is right. Oh, where it's supposed to connect is right here. It's essentially how it's supposed to connect because I'm dumb. So I'm gonna have to connect it manually. I gotta connect it individually, cause I are dumb. But thankfully, because I kept the same topology, it's not a big deal that I had to refix this. Always be consistent. Always. Now I will copy that and hide it, because I'm gonna definitely hide you currently. Everything working? Everything fine? I think everything is fine. Let me actually name the ones that I have completed. So it's going to be code. just so I can keep track of everything. Where's the hair? There you are. This one shall be called Zahir. Man, I cannot believe I didn't catch on to that until just now. God. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of that. I feel dumb. I feel existentially dumb. Yeah, it's definitely up much higher. I'm gonna assume it's the same way on the other side as well. I think it's safe to assume things only once you realize that, yes, things are okay to be assumed. Alright, right about there. Let me be out to the side. Okay. Now that I realized my mistake, finally, it took me 900 years, but I realized it. God, is it way up here? That or her head is just tilted really far down. So I'll add a little bit of a chin-ish type of structure. Oops, structure. Make it look a tiny bit more feminine to a degree. Because he's a feminine. It's a female. It's a female. God, I don't know why it took me so long to catch on to that. I feel dumb. The 3/4 ref sheet strikes again. Would you use the head or parts to make... no, I prefer just to keep making things from scratch. That's just my personal thing. I've never been much of a fan just to keep you reusing bases, though I think at some point it may just be easier for me to do that. For the sake of, like, preserving my time. I guess is a way to do it, way to say it. I'm gonna go back and just make it a bit more rounded. Aye. Alright, now that I got that all sorted out, let's see what this looks like. That seems to line up better than the other one. Kind of has a similar head shape and style as her actual Sona. Alright, anyway, sorry, I'm distracting myself with thoughts. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, so now I know that mistake. I'm sorry, Vanguard. I know you'll watch this after. I didn't realize this till way later. Alright. I'm gonna make another backup because I have anxiety. Alright. I don't know why I just did that. Nothing doubled, right? No doubles? Good. Alright. Now that I finally figured out that, I'm gonna move this down. Ow, my eye. I'm gonna part it off like that. Because it seems to be parted off in that direction, so I'm going to assume it's like that. Question mark. Like one big poly. I'm gonna have to kind of repeat the same steps I did on the other one. Considering it's lopsided. Zoom in as far as possible. We're on micro levels now. Alright, you know what? Close enough. It's out to about that far. Look at that. Perfection. How to wing it. How to wing it Wolf 94. Yeah, I may end up making bases and actually just releasing them to VR chat for like public use. And then I'll draw in a crowd. Alright, solidify. No wait. Sub first. Sub. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Ah! Give me the medium point. Perfect. That already looks just way better than what I had. God. I second guessing myself gets me either better or worse. More often than not, it's the latter. Because I'm just terrible like that. Alright, now. Wait, I chose such an orange color, even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't orange that I chose. Yeah, a little bit brighter. I don't know what to choose. I just know it's kind of like this dark blonde color. Blonde? Why am I saying blonde? Also, I realize this is in the way. There we go. It's like we have to realize that's also overlapping it. Anyway. And the actual texture work itself will have to be separate. May just doing a bunch of different things and seeing what works best. It's not too shabby for a base. And of course the texture work is mostly going to be eyes, but those are going to have to be blend shapes. I also just realized if I want to make them blend shapes, I'm going to have to make them blink. I'd have to do that in another way. I know there's a way to make it blink by making it really fast instead of just slow. How do you prefer to set your topology in the areas of the armpit? It depends. Most often, I do it as atomically correct as I can, so adding more verts around the shoulders and stuff, having them set at an angle that goes towards the body, works better for female-related characters. On male, they're usually the opposite, where they're a bit more turned outward this way to give it more of that bulk look. And for the hips, it's mostly the same for all of them. It's just a few subtle changes that you can do to make a difference, to tell what's male, what's female. It's very subtle changes sometimes. Even if it's something as simplistic as a Pokemon, you can easily tell. So I'm going to raise the mic up just a bit. Since I'm kind of not really sitting down in my chair, I'm gonna got my back straight. Coat. Let's go to Vanguard. For example, here you see that most of the topology has been angled outward from the body to give it more of that masculine sort of more muscular sort of thing, I guess you could call it. While as on the other one, they're tilted inward. Gives it more of a feminine look to it. Just very subtle changes like that. Very subtle. They make a world of difference in a lot of ways. The coat, I will work on these bits. Oh, hold on. Let me think about this. Let me actually do this real quick. Oop. Here. Do that so it doesn't do anything dumb. Just add a cut. But yeah. Wrap around entirely? Yes. Then kind of set these down a bit. It's almost like doubled up on each other. So one up, kinda outward like this. Another one that's a bit closed in. Then another one more a bit closed out. One more up and a bit down. Then close it in. Bit down. Kind of use X to kind of close it off a bit. And then one last one for the sake of closing it off. Now I could just take this outer ring, kind of make it bigger, span it out, kind of lower it on the shoulder a bit. There we go. Not too shabby. Looks like the coat. Aye aye. Yeah, turned out pretty well. Comes out a little bit further, but you get the gist of it. There you go. You got a bit of a coat. Heck yeah. Oh, I can see the streams behind just a little bit. So now it's got quite a few seconds delay. Awesome! Alright, so. Now it has a pocket down here. I wonder. Give it more of that look. What's this pouch? It's like between here and here. Alright, so now that that's done, I now realize that if I were to add not a solidify, but a solidify to it, it'll look a bit strange. So I think the best way to do this is just by cutting all this off. Close that off. Expand all this out. I want to leave enough room so it doesn't clip too badly. Don't want it to clip too badly, considering how big these hands are. May have to lower a bit. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll make them just a wee bit smaller. Just so they fit a bit better. The legs, I think, are fine. Now I can do this. I need to copy and paste so that way I don't lose it. Modify, or not modify, but a mirror. And I think it's... That's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to work. Aha, there we go. That's what it was. Perfect. Alright, now it has the look. Quite nice. Alright, goodbye, Marine. Oh, my back. Ow. Alright, so I guess that's most of the base mesh down. Mostly. I add a bit more of a chin. I hope that's okay for him, considering the weird issues that I had to endure. Just barely raise it up a bit more. And then, of course, I'm going to take this, kind of pull it outward just a wee bit. You ever tried modeling while being upside down? Just to give this a bit more of a rounded flair. But yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby for a base model. I think that actually looks decently well. I'm actually really glad how the way this came out. Kind of surprised at it, to be honest with you. Let me actually take these back verts. Hide that. Take these, move these down. Because they need to be down. Just to kind of lower them. I just realized these are really far out. They don't need to be. Alright. There we go. It's low poly, but it's better that way. It's more optimized for VR chat. Because sometimes VR chat just can't handle certain things. There it is. This is one? Yeah. This one's the completed one, so I don't need that. I don't need that on there. Most of the other things are relatively good to go. I think I can just use the rest of this to keep editing the base. I think that'll be fine. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I completed that in less time than the other one. Yeah, the scarf I will do in just a second. The pocket, let's think. It's not that big. It's comes out to here a bit. I might actually just make the pocket look like part of the texture. I don't think I'll actually mold that in. I mean, you're not gonna really do much with that anyway. You got these little beads here that come off the coat, but I can do those another time. And the scarf. Let's think about this. Scarf I see hangs down, but how am I gonna do that? How am I going to do that? Oh yeah, let me actually go ahead. Click this. Perfect. Be kind of funny if I just took these, separated it, expanded it out a little bit. Oh, I just realized I can't do that, because that was turned off. Scarviga. Can't spell. Ooh. Yeah. It goes down behind her. I may have to do a little bit of clipping magic for it to work properly, to be honest. I'm going to just take that and go all the way down here with it. Because I don't know how to do it over the back. Well, take that back, I might be able to. Well. Eh. Eh. That's gonna weight paint very, very strangely. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will get rid of you. Just do that. I will leave that there as like a placeholder, and the commissioner, I'll just talk to him about it and see what he thinks. Because I'm not entirely sure how, oh, I should probably lengthen the hair just a wee bit. Comes down just a little bit more. Trying to make things clip as minimal as possible. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, that's the base down. The texture work will be later on, probably later today, my own time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here since I technically got this done, and I also need to get some lunch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for coming out, and I will talk to you and see you guys later. If you're a part of the Discord, I'll put out like something about it or some kind of announcement the next time I stream. Same thing on my Twitter. So just keep that in contact. Keep that in your mind, and I will see y'all another time. Goodbye.